Hi, Earth signs. I cannot believe it's already that time again, but we are coming up on the start of another month, which is absolutely crazy. The day that I'm recording this today is the 23rd of April, so we're still a week out from May, but I want to go ahead and take a look at the current energies and then kind of see what's coming. I'm going to have a very busy, I guess what's new, end of the month at my job and just with personal obligations, so I can just see this getting out of hand. And before I know it, it'll be the middle of May before I start recording the May videos, which I don't want to happen like what started happening last month. So we're going to start with earth signs. Just was drawn to them for some reason. I know earth signs, if you were resonating with the readings, the last readings that I recorded, one, I know some of you had issues going on with your employment, which was very stressful. And then hopefully not the same group going through this as well. But then last month there was some very hurtful, romantic sort of deception going on. So I'm hoping that the group of you that went through that didn't also go through the job thing. But I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful that May is going to be so much better. And those were breakdown moments before the big breakthrough, especially because May is the season of Taurus, right? So I think that's gonna be a good indication of things. Oh, and before I get started, I just wanted to show you. You can probably see that I've changed the scenery in the background here. I removed my clock. It's over on the other side of me now. And this gorgeous painting is a pour painting with feathers that a local artist here in Ohio did. She only charged $50 for this. She's got some other smaller ones that are $30, some I think that are maybe even in a smaller price or lower price range. She actually has an Instagram where she features all of her art. I'm not sure that she would be able to ship out of state right now, but I just absolutely love her art. She's extremely talented and a wonderful person. So I am going to put that information down below in the box. If you're interested in checking her out, please do so. Also, I haven't really had this happen before, I don't think, on any of my videos. I have with some of the daily guidance that I post, but I had some crystals that were calling out that really wanted to be here for this reading for some reason. So there's an amethyst geode that is absolutely gorgeous, but it wanted to be here, and this fluorite pyramid, and I think this is a citrine stone that wants to be here. That's usually associated with fertility, the sacral chakra. Um, Amethyst can be sort of generally anything, but obviously third eye. So we'll see what comes out, if there's anything resonating with those. Also, oh, I know I have a million announcements today. My cats are acting up, number one, and usually when I warn you of things, they don't happen, so that's what I'm hoping. But I also have some work going on outside and then upstairs at my apartment. Of course, as I was getting pushed to record this video, all this banging started on the walls and the cat started going crazy. So I have no idea what's going to happen in this reading, but like I said, it should be fun. Okay, so I'm actually busting out, this is a brand new deck, another deck that I got just last week. I've been using it on myself and I absolutely love it. Actually, I'll show you guys before I commit shuffling. It's called The Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson. And look at this book that came with this. I mean, this book, it's like a novel. It's like a textbook. I haven't even really looked through it yet at all the beautiful pictures and whatnot. I've just been getting a feel for my own energy with the cards and what they've been saying to me. So it's a beautiful deck, and it was reasonably priced on Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks maybe. So okay, earth signs. Let's see what's going on with earth signs, current energy, and then what's coming for the month of May 2019 for earth signs. Earth signs. Okay. Huh. I got that one the other day, and I shuffled really well. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of characters showing up. Let's try to figure out who all these people are and what's happening. Okay, so, and I'm building too, I mean, remembering the past month, so I'm kind of gauging that as all right, that's what happened, obviously collective, it's a general reading, so take what resonates, toss the rest, but just remembering the past situation with what happened with someone coming in who tried to sweep you off your feet, and it was really kind of a facade and they weren't who they represented themselves to be. I think what that's showing me is that there's been some lessons here about what you want to manifest in your life. And I think this may have come out. I don't know if I'm thinking of water. I might be thinking of the water signs reading was the one that, talking about being in this cycle and being mirroring back, but it's relevant to everyone, no matter whether it came out in that reading or not. But this is about manifestation, and I'm telling you, this energy here is kind of, I'm just looking at this like earth signs have been through the ringer and have just been through a lot, like I said, with the job, with the romance, with kind of things just all over the place. But there is so much manifestation energy. It's like there's this, okay, this is what I'm feeling. Yeah. So the Fool, sorry, just since reading the energy, I know I usually show you guys the cards, and you're probably dying to see these cards because they're freaking amazing and they're new. The Fool, the new beginning. This is what your initial card is. This is what you want. You want a fresh start. You want to be cleansed of this crap. You want to start fresh, building your pinnacles. See how she's coming out of the water. She's got, just she's ready to start a new life. Be it a job, be it romance, whatever it is. She's emerging from this. She's cleansed. She's glowing, and she's like, all right, I'm ready to move on. But I think what's kind of blocking that is this well, I mean, there's still some things from this past. I mean, clearly, especially if you were in this collective who was deceived by someone that came in, I think you need to learn those lessons first and heal that and forgive. But the Eight of Wands energy is blocking it. And so I think there's this passion of wanting something so badly to manifest the Magician, right? That's what you want. You want it to manifest. You want it to happen now. You're like just hovering over it to the point where it's like, I want this. I want this. I want this. I've got all this fire coming out. I want to reach this. I want to get to the top, to the surface. See how she's coming out of the surface all cleansed? This fire's building. It's within you. And she's just trying to catapult herself up. She's just looking. She's reaching. I want this. I want this so badly. I want it. But what's happening is when you want it so badly, again, I've said this in other readings before, it tends to push away, right? It's about the law of attraction. It's about flow. And this passionate, this too forceful of a desire is blocking it from happening. And the past energy was this King of Cups, because you thought that person was your King of Cups. And now that you realize that it's not, you're looking for this king. You want the real thing, the King of Pentacles, right? That's you were like, all right, this guy, yeah, he's not what he said he was. But the King of Pentacles is someone solid, someone in reality, someone that's not a dream, someone that's not this alternate universe that you think is it's going to happen. King of Pentacles obviously can also represent the earth signs themselves. So if you're a male earth sign watching this, it could represent your energy here in this present moment. It could also, I mean, if you are an earth sign dealing with an earth sign, that's possible as well. And again, the King of Cups could be a water sign that you were dealing with too, or it just represents the king that was of the romantic connection there. So the beautiful thing is the action forward to get you forward here, to what you want and where you're headed for the month of May is the Queen of Swords, which this has come up quite a bit just with the energy. I've had it in my readings a lot, and then with this recent full moon in Libra, that was very much Queen of Swords energy. Libra is an air sign, which is associated with swords. This full moon was about cutting out, again, excuse my language, but cut the shit out that no longer serves you. Let go of the dream and the pain that this person caused you, and don't settle for anything less than your king. Somebody, there's red flags. Don't focus on, well, they're this and this and this, and I've never felt this before. I didn't, you can't ignore the red flags. And if somebody's toxic, as much as strong of a feeling as it was, you've got to cut that out. Because if they're the right person for you, then that's going to wake them up, and they'll get their act together. And this is, you guys, you can't make this up. You have 3 kings in your reading, and you saw me shuffle. This is a new deck, but I've completely separated out each. I would put the kings, I would actually divide each one, all the 5s, all the 8s, and I would do it this way when I first got the deck, and then I shuffled after that. So I don't know. I've used this deck too, and 3 kings. So King of Wands. This obviously can represent a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, that may enter your life. But the way I'm reading this is, I'm getting another message coming in. Okay, so again, we talk about the King of Cups representing this love or whatever you thought was going to manifest by now that hasn't. It hurt you deeply. You're still working through that, but you got into the point where you stepped into your power, the Queen of Swords, and you cut the shit out when you realized it was toxic, and you didn't put up with it as long as you have maybe with other situations in the past. The King of Pentacles, I feel like, might represent, again, I said it could be an earth sign male, but we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, and I think it's the earth signs stepping into and healing maybe their wounded masculine, maybe to the point where they were giving too much of themselves, or just being too out of their emotions, maybe caught up in sexual energy. Maybe that's why the citrine is here. But the wounded masculine, I think here is you're getting stable. You're stepping into that power and owning that masculine energy and becoming more balanced so that you can manifest what it is you want and get to the surface here and walk out. And I think the person, again, you can take it how it resonates with because like I said, you've got an earth sign king, a water sign king, and a fire sign king here represented. But I think that the ultimate person here, I think this King of Wands is the passionate masculine, or just person that you're waiting for to step into your life, that you're trying to manifest. I think that's what's going forward once you cut out all the toxic stuff. And it could even be patterns and addictions, But again, just not putting up with the crap anymore and realizing that when you're done with something, you're done. I think once you do that, the King of Pentacles, you become stable, you step into your power, you can manifest all of this, and then the passionate, true love that you're wanting to develop. I think that, the Three of Pentacles, to me, is a card of teamwork. It's a card of teamwork and alchemy. And I think that this coming out together is this individual coming forward who is going to be your partner, your team player, and treat you like the Empress that you are. Look how beautiful this card is. The Empress is definitely representative of new beginnings. I mean, you guys, we've got the Magician, the Fool, and the Empress, major arcanas, and Three Kings. I mean, this is a lot of energy here, and a very, I think, positive. I also would caution with the King of Wands is, very passionate energy. There's lots of kings around here. The Empress, I mean, and she is pregnant in this card. So I would just say, if some of you females out there, if you're not wanting to get pregnant, you might want to be careful when your king shows up. Just saying. The outcome for the month of May, is Six of Swords, which, actually, I mean, yeah, of course you want to see, I want to see the sun or the star or this, but, keep in mind, this is a new beginning. This is something starting. It's in the infancy. So the Six of Swords is about moving into calmer waters. It's about moving into a more stable situation. So after this King of Cups disrupted your entire life and your foundation and made you question everything, and again, I talked on my page too, not to digress, but about the Pluto retrograde coming up, bringing up some dark energy, some things that need to be purged. It's like, once, that's swords energy, it's dark energy. Being deceived certainly is, but deceiving yourself as well. Stepping into Six of Swords energy is actually a beautiful thing, because you're moving on to calmer waters. You're taming the beast. You're taming that beast within you. And when you're doing that, when you start doing these things, see, you've got this passionate king coming forward. I mean, this is beautiful. This energy is. And again, I mean, I'm getting another message. I mean, there could be a possibility, I don't know if with that some of you will have different choices. You'll have different suitors. You might have a King of Cups come back, and you might have a King of Wands show up. So I feel like however this is resonating, I feel like this is very strong romantic energy. I think it's strong healing yourself energy. And I think it's also, even though it's predominantly, I'm picking up on emotions and romance, I think it can also be stability in the career, although the King of Pentacles is the only Pentacles card we got there. Oh, we got the Three of Pentacles too. So, wow, that being said, I don't know that we really need many clarifiers for things here, but what I want to do, this Queen of Swords is here as the action forward, so I think we should pull some shadow cards. Nobody wants to do shadows, but it is that season. Pluto retrograde, it's been coming up a lot. Queen of Swords with the full moon, cutting things out. So what do earth signs need to cut out? What shadows? This is the Twin Flame Shadows deck by Mystic Moon. And these cards, the images are pretty disturbing on these cards at times, but it'll be all right. Let's see what shadows. See, they don't want to come out. You gotta dig them. You gotta dig them. Oh, that's too many there. So they want to come out. All right. Oh boy. Yeah. So what I'm getting here is that, okay, so we got cowardly, and you can see there's a masculine here who's just naked and holding his head down in shame. We've got pain. And that to me, I see my first thought was deep rooted pain, because look how this person is almost like they're the same, they're wooden to the point where they've become like a tree, they're hollow. She's blending into the tree. And disillusioned. So this absolutely fits into the scenario that we talked about, that some of you went through last month. This King of Cups who came in and was gonna, you thought was gonna sweep you off your feet. You thought they were the one, and then it quickly became apparent that this person was not who they represented. They were not a king. And, some of it was, I think what you need to cut away and face this pain that this caused is that it wasn't you. It wasn't you that wasn't enough for them. You were probably too much for them. Okay. And so they were feeling cowardly. They were feeling not strong enough, not good enough, and just walked away. And that's caused a great deal of pain, an immense amount of pain, because now you're disillusioned and feeling like, wow, this person, of all things, you to get left out in the cold by that person. I really never thought they would leave me out in the cold. I thought this was it. I thought this was my ride or die. I thought this was it. So now what? If this wasn't real, maybe it's all an illusion, right? Maybe it's all an illusion. Maybe the King of Cups and, manifesting this fairy tale, maybe it's all an illusion. But see, that's what you need to cut out right there, because we're being shown here with the Magician that it's absolutely possible. You hold the world in your hands. You were just wanting it a little bit too much, and it was just another lesson to show you, yeah, this is what's possible. Look at what another level of amazing thing can be out here. But at the same time, know when to step up and say, no, this is toxic. It's about setting boundaries. It's about loving yourself first. And I think that's what the lesson was, is to say, well, no, you're no longer going to put up with being taken advantage of just because you have an amazing connection with someone. And at the end of the day, we're the ones standing in the way of our new beginning, right? I mean, see, this is what's blocking it, is just trying to propel yourself too fast to the surface without dealing with this first. Because a lot of times with these things that come up, I mean, the past life stuff is, I'm telling you, big time. I've had 3 things involving past life connections. Some of it has been lessons for me in unrequited love. Some of it, unfortunately, has been for the other person in unrequited love, and it's a terrible feeling to be the cause of that. And it's just been thinking, oh my God, this person is the connection. And then it's just another, just deeper connection that's more past life karma that's got to clear out. So I think that's what it's about. What's going on here with you guys? Let's see. I'm going to pull. I'm being drawn to the mermaids and dolphins. We got all about mermaids here. Mermaids and dolphins cards. And I'm going to have to wrap it here soon. I think I do have somebody coming to look at my computer on Saturday, so I'm hoping that the next batch of videos I can just talk as long as I want. You guys will be in for like hour videos. Watch out. All right, what message do you have for earth signs? Spirit, message do you have for earth signs? consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. So for some of you, I mean, it may be enough of a serious pain that you went through that you might need to go to a counselor, and don't be afraid to seek that out. Don't be ashamed. It also could be that you might have an addiction, maybe that you're ready to face, and that's nothing to be ashamed of either. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness in my mind. So you may need to ask for help from somebody, also friends, just anything that brings you, positive people, situations. Avoid negativity. Go out in nature, take time to yourself. Don't be afraid to say no. If you need to stay in, if you need to cry, if you need to just be by yourself and process things, you need to take that time and do it. Sometimes running around with friends and things is nice, but you get so busy that you don't have time to think or feel the pain, and you need to just sit down sometimes and just face it. So, but all that being said, I think it's showing that you're going to do it, guys. Earth signs are going to do it. You've got some passion coming in. You're cutting away these things, and you're able to manifest. It's all in your hands. You just got to balance your energy, balance your masculine energy, and just let things flow to you. So thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing May. Bye.